I am also the wife to one husband. I'm a mom of 2 boys. I actually have people that I work with here. I'm the founder of Tava Business Solutions, and I work with Spe and Nobubong. I'm so happy that they could be here today. We also have Ayanda and Pretoria, and we have Shanita as well. So the team is growing, the vision is growing. And I'm so thankful that we get to do such things and empower people. Because it's not just about doing the accounting, it's also about people learning what's required in the accounting. I won top 100 influential women in South Africa. I'm thinking of my bio, thank you so much. And I've also been nominated for the She Awards for Founder of the Year Under 40 2024. But I also get to be the CEO of Women in Business, and we're having our upcoming events on the 7th of December. So if you want to be part of that, actually most of the ladies that are here will be there. If you want to prioritize yourself, join Women in Business. You know, for me, I worked in corporate for 16 years, but it's now that I get to live the purpose of God for my life. I believe that I was not just born to do debits and credits. I was also born to empower people. And I love it when I see people moving from a place of no hope to a place of saying, hi, I can do it, Nompilo, you were right. There are many people that are saying, you were right. And so as an accountant, I don't just give you the solutions to debits and credits. I've got a lady in our midst that came to me and she was preparing to pitch somewhere else. And you know, when she was sharing what she was sharing, my heart just welled up and said, wow. So I can safely say I'm also a business coach now, because I help people with their businesses to grow further. And I'd also like to bring to your attention that when you meet people that are more excellent than you in your journey, don't compete with those people. Instead, collaborate with them. And that's what I did with Ukani. I was very strategic. I'm like, this lady is one of a kind. She's amazing. So I'm not gonna waste my time and compete with her. She's not someone I can compete with. She's someone I can collaborate with, do amazing things with. So I'm also encouraging you to do the same, because sometimes you're not even competing with those people. They're just on another level. So the best thing you can do for yourself is just to align yourself with them, just so that you get to learn from them. Okay, by the way, for those who haven't been to our offices, I use the same, I rent under Kanya's wait. So that's how we can actually all win, because I needed space and she said, I've got space and you can pay me so much rent. We can also do that with other businesses. And I've got fellow accountants who are also my friends in the industry. If there's something I'm not sure about, I'm like, Tabiso, Zitin Lab, then I get there faster. I could have done it for myself by going to Google and then read a lot of things. But by calling Tabiso, or even Eunice is also an accountant, but we're still friends. So it's possible, guys, to do this business. So before I start with my exciting accounting, I just want to read a few things just to encourage you on your business journey. Stop looking at what you don't have. What do you have in your hand, and work on it? Because sometimes we cry for resources and we say, we are missing this. I would be doing this, but now I don't have this. Look, Kanya didn't have money, but she had a dream. What is your dream? What is your dream? And what do you have in your hand? You know, one story in the Bible, I think it was Moses, when God said, what it is that you have in your hand. So use what you have. It will do wonders for you. For me right now, I know that I've got a wonderful network in Women in Business, and I'm able to make friends quickly. Like I met Yasmin 3 weeks ago at a networking event, and now we're friends. We're chatting, we're getting information from one another, and that's very important. That's a skill that we do not understand how important it is. So prioritize yourself, prioritize networking events. I mean, most of my clients, I get them during networking because people want to work with people that they trust. You cannot work with someone just because you met them and they're an accountant. No, you need to have walked a journey with them and see, no, Nompilo, actually I can trust her because I've seen her so many times and she's helped so many people. And when you network, don't rush to just do business. And networking is not about giving a business card. It's just about like building a relationship. Those relationships are very important. Number 2, let us not be afraid of dreaming big. And another thing that I've seen helping me reflect, there are answers within you. Every time, at the end of every day, go back to yourself and ask yourself, Nompilo, how was today for you? What did you learn? Account to yourself. Today I know, I woke up excited already. Because I went to my journal and I said, dear God, what a day. Because I know we've been planning this for months. And I knew that it was going to be an exciting time. And I wasn't worried whether people will get what they want. Because I know that this is what they want. But sometimes you don't know what you want. So what is it that you want? Ask yourself those questions so that it will be easy for you when you meet someone and say, I need you in my journey. I really need you, Cassandra, because you know what you help me with, And then you will know the people that you do not need because you already know yourself. Self-awareness. Before you do anything else, ask yourself questions. How am I feeling today? Because if you're a boss like myself, if you haven't asked yourself how you're feeling, you're going to get to the office and scream at your staff. But the problem was you. It was not the staff. I was just passing. Give yourself time to think. I was just telling the bosses, because that's what used to happen in corporate, guys. We used to get it. But the boss was not in the mood. So, dear corporate bosses, please be self-aware, because we need you to be self-aware. Take time to think. Sometimes we're busy rushing from one thing to another. But sometimes we must just try and slow down and think, what is my problem and what can be my solution? Then go bigger than the problem, because for every problem there is a solution. Empower yourself. I've got a TikTok account. If you want to be a business, just go follow me right now on TikTok, Nompilo Gumede. Just follow me, because I'm always talking business, Lapayan. Everything that I'm learning is there. On my Instagram account, you can also follow me. Like everywhere you follow me, you're going to get nuggets that are going to help you on your journey. And if there's someone, even this video that I've just taken now, it's going to YouTube. Because people have gone through experiences and they've learned and they want to share knowledge. You don't have to go to university and learn about something that you could have learned on YouTube. We don't have to have a certificate for everything. Some things are intrinsic, I didn't have to get masters to be the CEO or founder. I'm just it because it's in me. So there are things in you that you need to give yourself that to know it, so that the next people will be like, the way I never thought I'd be a public speaker, but because whenever I speak, people keep referring me. They keep referring me. I even ask them, where did you get my name from? They're like, no, the lady is from somewhere. So they say, visibility creates credibility, and credibility creates profitability. And your bank account will thank you.
Yes.
If you are visible and you're credible and you keep empowering yourself. There's no problem with knowledge, and there are programs with free mentorships. Like this year, I cannot count how many programs I've attended, and I didn't have to pay a cent. And when we get to those programs, let us use them to our advantage, because someone had to sacrifice something for that thing to happen. Like NEF, SARS, even if something is free, but get something from it. And I would be very sad if some of you here today got to be here, maybe someone donated a ticket and you walk away not knowing anything. It would really be a disappointment for me. So let's take advantage of all the opportunities that are available to us. Education is not about certification. I think I've already mentioned that already. And unfortunately, no one is coming to save you. You are here for yourself, and you owe yourself the future, the dreams that you want. So just focus, and there's more than enough opportunities. You just need to do the work. So those were just the words of encouragement. I'd just like to share the accounting stories. Can someone get me some water? So number 1, I'm going to send you guys the slides, because I ended up not connecting. I feel like I was preaching now. So on the accounting, I'm gonna share with you 8 things, but I've got slides. I've got all your numbers, so I'm gonna share it with you after this. But I just wanna emphasize it so that we know, and then you can ask questions. Thank you so much, Cassie. Number 1, beneficial ownership. What is that animal? What is that animal? So if you have a company that is registered with the CIPC, they've put in place that we must submit beneficial ownership so that you can prove that you are the shareholder. Why did they do that? They would have companies here in South Africa and have directors. You know, when I say directors, people who are not actually the directors, but the people that are getting the money are the shareholders. Maybe they'll be somewhere in Dubai. So that's why they're saying, now let us declare, let us have this share certificate, who is the real owner of this company, because as we know that the dividends get declared to shareholders, so who is the real owner of this company? So if you haven't done that, it's closing on the 30th of November 2024, and me and my team are at your service, and we do it at such a minimal price, because of my heart of wanting to be a helper, I cannot find myself billing thousands for nothing. Yes, I'm a qualified accountant, but we really want to help you. And those who are my clients amongst you know that I've got a heart to help and listen to your problems rather than just charging. It's all about money. It's not about money. We bring you value and then you give us in exchange for money. So if you haven't submitted your beneficial ownership, please do. Number 2, what are annual returns? So if you've registered a company with CIPC on a yearly basis, on the date of your anniversary of your registration, you need to submit your annual returns. This is where you are declaring that I've made so much money and therefore I'm gonna pay so much returns. It's like SARS. SARS, you also submit once, but CIPC, you also submit once. Because if you don't do these returns, they might deregister your company.
Not might, they will.
They will actually. Because some people get excited and then they just register a company and then they forget that there's actually annual returns to be paid. So let us be sure that we do these things and submit it on a yearly basis. Oh, management accounts. What is that? Management accounts are very important because, you know, when you have annual financial statements, it's like you're looking at something that has already passed. So you're looking at a previous year. Oh, we did so well in the previous year. But what is happening on a month-to-month basis? What are other expenses that where your money is going to? Is it expenses on entertainment or is it expenses on telephone? What is it that's chowing your money on a daily basis? So management accounts are very, very important because they hold you accountable as a business owner. And when another client of mine visited me, she was like, wow, Nompilo, you've got such a nice system. I had a previous accountant that used to just give me financials at the end of the month, but you have a system where you can analyze, because I put it down on a spreadsheet and then I show you how your performance for the month was. Before it becomes a year, you deserve as a business owner to have this information on a monthly basis, even on a daily basis, to inspect your own bank and see how much has come in, how much is going out, where is this going out going, where is this coming in coming, you know, which one of your services is giving you more money. And that's how I actually saw that my speaking is growing, because I went on my speaking tabs, I saw events and I'm like, oh, I'm making so much money out of speaking. And I was like, oh, I didn't realize, you know. And then I had to start and be intentional about it, because I'm seeing that it's actually a revenue generating stream as well. So that you can plan forward, because now we're planning for 2025 and beyond. We want to grow. We must be intentional. Where is your money coming from? Who is supporting you? So management accounts help you have that look and say, okay, I received most of my money from accounting services, and these are the clients. Maybe it's mostly doctors or lawyers, or it's just manufacturing businesses. Then maybe I should attend such events so that you'll be able to bring forth that income. So I actually forgot to bring just a slide but I'll send it to you, just of how it should look like so that it makes sense to you, and then it will help you grow your business. The next point, number 4, pay yourself a salary. And I did raise this when SARS was here, because what happens is you eat in the business, and that's not right. You and the business are separate legal entities. So you put down your expenses. How much do I need on a monthly basis? Okay, I need 30,000 to do this, to pay my rent, to pay for my children's school fees. Because what will SARS say when you pay your children's school fees from your bank account? That's illegal, that's wrong. That's not business, that's personal. So if you pay yourself a salary, you're able to pay as you earn to SARS, and then you are able to benefit from what they were talking about, then small business corporation tax, turnover tax, because then you're declaring less. So what I could feel the SARS guy didn't explain, maybe it didn't make sense when he was explaining, or maybe it's in my head, but I want to just make it clear to you. So as an individual, when you just text on, let's say you get paid 100,000, they just tax you on that, and it's a big amount. But when you're in your business, you're living on dreamland, guys, because they don't just tax you on your income. They take your income and say minus all your expenses, everything you've done in your business that is deductible. They take all of it out, and then they only tax you on the profits. So imagine, which one is better? I'd rather work as a registered business than to work as an individual to be taxed on income. And I know for him it was a conflict of interest, because he's supposed to promote people bringing more money to SARS, but for us it's a benefit. So let us work like that. And then number 5, what I realized recently was we did not know the importance of UIF being registered with the Department of Labor as opposed to being registered with SARS. So even if you have EMP and you are paying your UIF, you must still declare everything with SARS. You must still fill in those forms, your UI-19, be registered as an employer with SARS. But you can pay over to SARS even though registered with UIF. And they do audits, as Kanya was saying. So when they do those audits, you just send them proof of your EMPs that yes, I've been submitting and they are with SARS. But UIF is also very important. You must be registered with them, because as she mentioned as well, the COIDA, that it's important if your employees get injured, they can pay you back. It's just do the right thing and make sure that you register for your business with the UIF as well, not just only with SARS. And then the importance of appointing a public officer. What is a public officer? A public officer is someone, a director in the company that SARS will communicate with. That's a direct person, because you can be 3 directors, but then when things come through, then we choose one person to be a public officer that the SARS will deal with. So that's very important. Sometimes I take over profiles and I see that other people were not registered as public officers for their own companies. Don't let everyone have access to all your things when you also don't have access to your things. So choose yourself as a director so that you know, so that when the messages from SARS come, they come through to you as a public officer of your company. I'm so glad that you covered the partners thing so well, because I wouldn't have covered it well. I was gonna cry if I was covering it. Number 7, communicate with your accountant. Why? I just want to tell you guys a story. There's a client of mine that I was doing things for, and when I was doing financials, I'm like, this doesn't make sense. You made 4 million this year. And she's like, no ways I made 4 million. I'm like, yeah, you didn't. And then I had to go away for a weekend to think, what's something wrong that could have happened for this person to have 4 million on SARS, but not actually had 4 million in actual fact. It's because she didn't communicate with me that she was also invoicing on her side. So she's got logins to her Sage account, and I also have logins. So she didn't tell me that she was also using the Sage that I'm using. So when I run reports, I would see that something is not made sure, but so now my conclusion is that has costed me a lot of time, and it has costed her a lot of money for me to recalculate and remove these invoices. Kanti had she told me in the beginning, no, don't do banking, don't do the cash book. Do the reconcile from my invoices. When you see money received in the bank, just go and reconcile datas, So those things, small things as communication can cost us a lot of money because it took a lot of hours from me trying to correct that mistake for the whole year. But had she just mentioned it to me and say, by the way, Nompilo, I'm invoicing from this, so when you do the recon, do it from that. And she apologized, but it was too late. So communication, even if it's gonna be duplicate things, just mention it. Like in marriage, guys, if you don't communicate, then you are going down the wrong path. If I didn't tell my husband I was here now, he would not be having a good day. But I do tell him, hi love, arrive safely at the chamber. So he knows, should anything happen, he'll just come to the chamber and find me. Or he'll just see my car and then go away because he'll know I'm here. So let us do that, Nje. Let's keep the relationship with the accountant. Okay, let's communicate, send those emails, send those WhatsApp. Let's build that relationship because we want this business to grow. And then number 8, and it's the last point, the different companies that a person can register. So if you're sole proprietor, you're not registered. You're just trading as a one-man band. And I've already told you that that's a no-go area in terms of tax. And it's just boring, guys. You must say, I have a company. Not I'm a sole prop. And when you apply for funding as well, they're like your CIPC documents, And when you apply for CIPC things, they say, dear business owner, So it's nice to be a business owner that's known and acknowledged, So you can register as PTY Ltd. So that's a private company. You can do that by yourself. So at Cover Solutions, I'm by myself. And now I'm happy. At some point, I actually started with my sister, but because she's in Pretoria, she was like, no, just remove me, because when we have to do banking, she always had to authorize and stuff. But she still works with me, so which is perfect. But I'm able to venture into other things, and I'm not putting people at risk. And then there's NPC, non-profit corporation. So that one needs 3 people. You cannot do it alone. So that's why you need to choose people that you trust to be able to partner with you on this. And the heart and the mind is very important. And also the vision of what you want to do. Let's not just open shop companies that are going to sit there and not work. So let's try and open companies that are really going to do something that's worth doing. So do your research before you even open a company. I know we all have dreams, and we know that our dreams are valid. So as valid as our dreams are, but let's also substantiate them with the working as well and making our companies be profitable. And then there's close corp are no longer in operation, and then cooperatives. I don't encourage those, but they're good because they fund them made by CEDA and stuff. But I hear people always fighting with those co-ops, guys. So make sure that all of you are in agreement in terms of, okay, Nompilo is going to do the marketing, Nompilo is going to do the accounting, this person is a specialist in the field. Let's just make sure that there's a balance in terms of who does what. And guys, when you are part of that, make sure that you do your part. Play your part. It's going to help you. Because we cannot carry one another up. We all need to make money at the end of the day, right? Okay, I think that was it for now. I'm just gonna give you time. I'm so excited that it's 11:45 and you said you're gonna finish at 12. So we are the girls that keep the time, guys. So now I'm willing to take questions and I'm gonna give you answers. And if anyone else has maybe something to add from the floor, I'm happy to hear from you. Even feedback, our lady social media is gonna ask for feedback. Please give a proper feedback on how this masterclass was, on what we can improve, because we really wanna service you. We really want you guys to be the best business owners you can be, and we don't want you to fall on things that you could have avoided, because you know when someone is older than you, they know better than you. I'm not saying myself and Kanya know better, but we've been in business. As I said earlier, I've been working as an accountant for 16 years, so we know better. I know I've worked for big corporates, international companies, so I know better where companies can fall, you know. So right now it's time for Q&A, and thank you so much for your time.